the last video, we discussed dawn phenomenon, a natural blood glucose rise after 3 a.m. due to the release of awakening hormones. In people with normal insulin sensitivity, it usually does not cause problems. But in people who has insulin resistance, like type 2 diabetes, obesity, hypertension, cholesterol issues, polycystic ovarian disease, menopausal syndrome, or chronic stress, the body's natural insulin may not adjust adequately, leading to a blood glucose rise in unwanted timing, like before 3 a.m. Excessive glucose causes discomfort, like frequent urination, thirst, night sweats, or headache, leading to unwanted awakenings. The broken sleep decreases the deep rest our body needs, especially REM sleep and slow wave sleep. REM sleep is more effective because we have much more REM in the early morning, which is crucial for brain health. So, is it possible to reverse those problems without medications? This is the patient we discussed before. She had 2 to 5 a.m. awakenings from early glucose rise. With exercise and diet, the rise was postponed and normalized to around 7 a.m., with resolved early morning insomnia. Let's take a close look what we did. This meta-analysis published in 2024 suggests exercise can treat type 2 diabetes. It is also suggests the dose of maximum benefit. It is around 340 minutes per week moderate intensity exercise, or about 40 to 50 minutes per day. As long as we eat regularly, we have the energy to use every day. Every other day training is to rest the fatigue muscles. We replace no exercise days with active recovery days. It means the exercise with lighter intensity or shorter duration in the muscle groups that are not sore or tired. Depending on your personal needs, consider different type of exercise. If you would like to save time or have more functional strength, consider compound exercise. If you would like to lose weight, consider more intense cardio. If you want to have more muscles or you have exercise intolerance, go with light weight-bearing exercise with a slow titration. 1 or 2 pounds count, even just with a 3 to 4 repetition at the beginning. 3 months of this light training increase muscle mass and reduce diabetes. 82% of people can tolerate this slow titration compared with 20 to 40% compliance rate in other clinical trials. If you don't like cardio, low to moderate weight lifting alone can also decrease fasting glucose. The same meta-analysis also shows when exercise is too hard, it is not helpful for diabetes control. I love this conclusion. A great news for a lazy person like me. In summary, our patient has daily compound exercise at light to moderate intensity for 15 to 60 minutes, 1 to 2 times per day. Lots of people are too busy to exercise during the day. If evening is the only time you can move, here are some exercise tips. First, avoid intense exercise 3 to 4 hours before your bedtime. It causes more insomnia and stomach discomfort. Second, do something fun or relaxing, because a better mood is better sleep. More serotonin during the day is more melatonin at night. Consider standing exercise, which is more comfortable for stomach. It also burns more calories. Last but not the least, diet. One man's honey is another man's poison. Each of us responds differently with the same food because of a variety of reasons. Current technology allows us to see our real-time glucose levels by using continuous glucose monitoring. So you can know exactly which is your honey and which is your poison. It also provides valuable information about the eating pattern and glucose circadian rhythm. If you have a medical condition, sometimes it can be covered by your insurance, or you can buy it over the counter without prescriptions. Next, we're gonna discuss the diet pattern for stable glucose. Carbohydrates with high glycemic index release glucose quickly and lead to a sugar roller coaster. Plus, sugar has no other nutrition value at all. Human beings survive 1,000 years without refined sugar. White bread or bagel made of refined grain has a glycemic index close to sugar. Super sweet fruit like watermelon has an index similar to whole grain. Limit the amount of those fast-acting carbohydrates is something we can do from today. No prior authorization is needed. To slow down carb absorption, consider to dress up with protein, fiber, or sour taste. To control nighttime glucose, avoid high carb or large dinner. We need less sugar during sleep, when the body is in the mode of resting, repair, and regeneration. Too much glucose will disrupt the sleep, as we discussed before. Although fat doesn't cause glucose spike, it is a powerhouse of energy. Too much fat intake will decrease glucose use and prolong the duration of hyperglycemia. For an average individual of 120 to 174 pounds, diabetes prevention suggests total fat intake to be less than 33 grams per day or 11 grams per meal. Although this is also for weight loss, I think it's reasonable to consider this low amount for dinner due to low energy need at night, especially for patients who has insomnia and insulin resistance. What 10 grams of animal fat looks like? It can be 2 teaspoons of butter, 1 slice of cheddar cheese, or 1 ounce cooked ground beef. How much is 1 ounce ground beef? A steak with palm size is usually 3 ounces, so 1 ounce is only 1/3 of it. Last, avoid snacks after dinner. Avoid large amount of fluid intake 1 hour before bed to decrease restroom visit. I hope everyone can shake off the insomnia caused by Down phenomenon and has great sleep, because a good night's sleep equals to a sharp brain, not shark brain. Anyhow, you got what I mean.